Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sports Source, your number one source of sports. And today, here comes episode 2 of the NHL 19 franchise GM mode with the Arizona Coyotes. Now, I have made lots of changes since the last episode. First of all, let's start with our team. These are the lines I'm rolling with right now. And the first thing you can see that has changed is Alex Galchenyuk is now a low elite. He's still going to grow. He just doesn't have the medium elite they used to. And the last change here is Jakub Chicharin. I changed him from a medium elite to a high top 4 defenseman because I don't think that he's a medium elite defenseman. And that's all the changes we made. Now, this top line, pretty good. This is the team we have right now. And our direction for the first year is really just to tank. You know, if you're saying line changes that you want me to change, then let me know, actually. Yeah. We're just trying to get a good draft pick for next year. You know, we're not trying to stay we're trying to stay competitive, but we really just want BOJoeKO or Jack Hughes for the future. Now, in the AHL, we have some players. I'll show you. So we have Calvin Pickard, who's good enough to be a backup goalie. So let me know if you either want if we should trade Darcy Kemper, or if we should trade Pickard, or if we should keep Pickard in the AHL so that he could help this team win some more games, and, you know, the morale will all go up. But I just want you guys to know that, and let's just get started. But first, I updated BOJoeKO. I updated his overall, and he's now a sniper. I added Jack Hughes into the game, and Alexis Lafreniere is now a higher potential. He's also updated. Barrett Hayden is now a high top 6 because he was a 5th overall pick. So we updated that, and also his overall. Pierre-Olivier Joseph, I made him an offensive defenseman, and I also raised his overall. And the last thing I did, if I can remember, oh yeah, so Dave Bolland and Marian Hossa were on the team, but they haven't played in like a couple of years, and they're on the IR, so their contracts don't count to Arizona's cap. So right now, as you can see down there, $21.8 million in cap. And if you remember from last video, here are our draft picks. We have Chicago's 3rd, because that was part of the Dylan Strome deal, and we don't have a 5th round pick, but it's all right. I turned off injuries, fog of war, everything. If you remember NHL 15, NHL 14, those GM modes, the classic GM modes, those were the days where I really started playing GM mode. And then I feel like it just got a little bit too extra. They adding lots of stuff like morale and fog of war and just stuff that, you know, I like the classics. So we're keeping this series pretty simplistic, but it should be a lot of fun, and hopefully we grow a good connection with these players, and hopefully I could build a dynasty in Arizona. But first of all, we're just gonna sim this whole episode. We're gonna sim to the trade deadline. Oh, before we do that, also I got rid of the free agent pool. So like there was lots of like 80 overalls in the free agent pool, and most of them were retired. So what I did was I moved them all over. So now the best free agent is 77 Turco, which we don't need. And also goalies, you know, they're all gone. There's not really any free agents year number 1. We're going to wait till year number 2. But if we look here, what was I going to... Oh, yeah, trading block. So we're going to look at the trading block. So okay, so I like this. Not that, but I like this. Future picks, you know, Pickard. If I really just want to get rid of Goligoski, there was a comment saying that we should just get rid of Goligoski, year number 1, and I totally agree with that. He's the odd man out, I feel like, in our defensive core. He's not really going to help much. He has a big salary cap. We just don't really need him. Now, I want to hire some more scouts to, you know, strengthen our scouting, because we really have no prospects with this Arizona team. So lots of this will just be me trying to draft and develop. So here we go. You know, we could get a Russian, you know. Let's see. WHL. I like this guy, Maurice Bouchard. We're going to sign. You know, this may be a little bit boring. I don't actually choose where the prospects go. They kind of just do that. But, you know, I'm going to select the scouts we want, because we want to get a good idea of all the prospects coming in. So there's that. And I want one more Europe. One more Europe scout, and we'll go with this guy here, Brian Emerson. Welcome to the scouting team. Now we're gonna sim to the trade deadline. Like I said, we're gonna get rid of Goligoski. Now the guy that also told me to get rid of Goligoski, he also said to get rid or to get a second line winger, because that's kind of a weak spot, because that's where Panik is right now. He really wants a right wing. second liner, but I don't really see the need for that because we're trying to lose your number one, and you know, if we're trying to lose, why would we get a player that's not gonna help us now? I mean, yes, it'll stay competitive, but if you look at like all the teams that have like a high draft pick in the previous years, they immediately get like a veteran in that could help them right away, just to kind of develop them and to just, you know, do that. So I think that's what we're gonna do in free agency if we get a high draft pick. Then I'm probably just gonna sign or trade for a vet that could kind of help nourish and develop those prospects and kind of show them the way. But right now we're starting off pretty hot, you know, 3-1. Oh, now we're 3-2. But if you want me to also slow sim some games against, like, I feel like Chicago and Montreal, because they're kind of our rivals, I want to keep a close eye on those teams because obviously Dylan Strome and Max Domi, as you know, used to be Arizona Coyotes. Also, if you want me to slow sim some games against the Winnipeg Jets, then we can also do that as well. These are very viable options, but apparently losing isn't a very viable option for this team as we are 7-2-2, which is a really good record. So I'm going to go month by month, but since October is a pretty short month, and, you know, it's not enough of a sample size, we're going to go to December 2nd, and reevaluate our team. But I don't know why, but we are doing a hot out of the gate. And I know it's kind of bad that we're winning, and then I try to make changes to lose. But at the end of this time, that's what I feel like I might try to do once we reach that sim point. I might try to just tank the lines because I really don't want to win in year number one. That's just not what I want to do. I want to win after this first year. My kind of goal is to get a high draft pick. And then, oh my gosh, 8-5 win against Colorado. Play some defense. But a big goal for me is to get a top 4 draft pick. And here we go. We're swapping thirds, and they're getting a better prospect. I don't really see the need in that. That's kind of a stupid trade for us. We're not going to do that. In general, I think it'll be a good year for rookies. Jack Hughes is in this draft, Capo Caco, Bowen Byram, lots of good players that we could use. And, you know, when we're winning games, it doesn't really help our case. But we were on a 2-game losing streak going into this point. And Clayton Keller is just on fire. He's over a point per game. Galchenyuk is a point per game. And then Schmaltz there. So this top line is really carrying us, I can see. Okay. And our second line is doing pretty good. Our defense, okay. I kind of have a picture now of why our team's doing so good. Our team's not that bad, but, like, we shouldn't be winning this many games at all. If we look in our division, we are 4th in the division. We are in a wild card spot right now. And within the whole league, we are actually 13th, so that's pretty good. Goals for, we are actually 5th in the league for goals for, so our offense is really clicking. Goals against, we are, okay, so this is the best. So 8, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're like middle of the pack for goals against. Power play is really clicking as we have the 7th best power play in the league. And then if we look at penalty kill, that's kind of our weak spot as we have the worst penalty kill in the league. Now, do we want to make any changes to these lines? I mean, I'm kind of in a weird spot because our team is winning when we shouldn't be, so that kind of puts me in a weird position of what to do. But I think that we're gonna try to do something in a little... I think maybe change up the decor. We're gonna maybe... Should we put Chicherin? No. I like our lines, and it's kind of surprising that we're winning, so that's why it's kind of odd. I would like to get rid of Goligoski, so if a team offers a Goligoski trade or a Picard trade, I'll definitely take it. We'll go to January 1st right here, the start of the new year, and hopefully the start of the tank for our team. But I don't really want to win that many games, as I've said. I know that might be annoying for, you know, my team trying to lose, but there's no point in us winning if I know we're just going to get bounced in the first round anyway. Our team would definitely benefit from a good prospect and from losing. This trade is not a good trade. I'm going to decline that. So so now we're on a bit of a losing streak. Okay, and then the Rangers just are really bad. And we lost the Hurricanes, so that's a big loss. Big loss to the Islanders, but we're keeping these games 1-goal games, shootout loss, overtime loss. You know, we're keeping them pretty close, so that's just what I want to be. I want to suck, but I want to competitively suck, but not too competitive where we get points. Like that game, 5-4 in a shootout against LA. I didn't really want to go to a shootout, let's be honest. But now we are on a bit of a winning streak. We won to Vegas, and then we won to Anaheim. We got that point there. So we're on a nice 4-point streak, or 4-game point streak. Clayton Keller's still doing his thing. We are 3rd place there. Let's just see how many wins back we are from the 1st seed, because let's see. So we are 12th in the league, and the worst place team has 25 points. Yeah, there's no way we're catching these teams. I highly doubt we catch those teams. I don't really think there's any need to change the lines. We're going to go to the trade deadline, like I said before, and just see what happens. There's still a lot of hockey left, so a lot can happen in 2 months. But by the looks of it right now, we're winning games, and it doesn't really look like that's going to change anytime soon, as we are on a 4-game win streak as the Rangers ended it. But as you can see there, our AHL team is doing pretty good. Oh, we have a trade. No. Everyone wants that Jenik guy. He's only a top 9 potential centerman. I mean, if we're not getting anything out of him, then there's no real point of trading him. We are actually killing it, which, so Calvin Pickard. Okay, so we could upgrade our pick. I actually like this trade. We upgrade some picks. Is it realistic, though? That's what I want to see with all these trades. I want to see if it makes sense for them. Why would it make sense for them? Well, they have Dominique, and this does make sense for them. How good are they in the league? You know what? I pulled the trigger, bang. We're glad to accept it. So, if we go down to the AHL now, we're going to check out our teams. So now the AHL teams should be doing worse, which I don't really mind. Let's see here. San Jose, we win. We are just on fire. We are on a big win streak that just ended to the Pittsburgh Penguins. They want to view the draft class. So, where we are right now is not looking like these guys are very viable, which isn't very good for us, let's be real. There's not a lot of guys down here that we could take. I mean, we could still get a good prospect, but I kind of want a top pick. And if we can't get that, then it's kind of going to be disappointing for our franchise, because that's kind of the whole point of this. And there's a glitch right now, so let me just back out. And we are back. So, you didn't really miss much. There we go. So we are 26, 17, and 7, which is a very good record for this team. They want to give us Jordan Staal for 2 seconds. We are instantly declining that. Jordan Staal's contract is so big, and he's not worth it at all. And I don't want to win with this team, so I don't know why they're offering me all these players that help us win. Speaking of winning, we are not doing a lot of that in this month, as we have not won yet, which is honestly good. I don't really want to be winning, and finally, a losing streak has begun. I know it's kind of sad that I'm happy that our team's losing, but at the end of the day, there's really no point in having you, old man. Get out of here. That seems kind of rude, but if we could go on another big losing streak, or just continue this losing streak, that'd be fine with me. So basically, we're getting a 6th for that Jenik guy. How good is this Jenik guy? Why does everybody want him? Let's see. He's 18, low top 9, so he's decent. Yeah, no, we're not doing that trade. Yeah, but everyone wants him. I guess there's something special about him that everyone likes. I don't know, but everyone wants him on the team. He's the hot stuff right now. Speaking of hot stuff, our team has not been hot stuff in the month of February, so it gives me a little bit more faith in this team. We do not want Brandon Sutter in 2/3 for our second. That is just not a good move. Another loss, and let's just end it with a big L against Winnipeg, and bang. Oh, that was really anticlimactic. Bang! Big loss to Winnipeg, and our record has finally evened out. Now, we are in a very strange spot right now, so let's just check out our record, and then we'll call it a video, and then we can start with the next one next time. But here we are. So we were 12th in the league before, and then now we have dropped all the way down to 22nd. So this gives me faith in our team that we can go for that push for Hughes if we make some roster moves that make our team worse. So what teams are below us? Well, Vancouver's still pretty tight. We're probably not catching Detroit, but I could definitely see us catching, I could definitely see us having a top 5 pick in this year's draft. Goals for, it was very high, but now it has dropped drastically. I mean, we're still up there, so that's our strong suit. Our weak suit is probably defense, as we have actually, we're middle of the pack for defense. So what's wrong with our team? Why are we starting to lose all these games? Well, I mean, our power play is not that bad. I mean, we're just kind of middle of the pack and everything, and we're just getting the short end of the stick on all these games. But penalty kill has a huge part to play in our losing ways. Clayton Keller. He's helped us win a lot of games as he is almost a point per game player. He's an 87. He's just an absolute monster. Look at that puck handling. This guy is an offensive dynamo. We need to think of a nickname for him. I feel like the Sheriff is a good nickname. I don't know. Clayton kind of sounds like a Western sheriff. I don't know. But I kind of want to make this fun, interactive. Chucky here. He's got a decent amount of points. We got Schmaltz. Ekman Larson, step on, so Hinnestros is doing good, but as you can see, it just drops off. But how good is Goligoski doing? Because he's on the block. Okay. So, this is our team right now as we check goalies here. Ooh. So, not that good. So, I want you to let me know what we should do, where we should trade our players, because if we look over here, there's a lot of teams, or we're just going to check the teams that want Goligoski, because we just want to trade him, first of all. So, is there a lot of interest in Goligoski? There's a lot of interest in Alex Goligoski. So, just let me know if we should trade Goligoski, and if there's any other players we should trade. Again, the tank is real, and right now we would have like a top 10 pick. So, I'm hoping to get that a little bit lower. We are 1-8-1 in our last 10 games. Let me know what changes to make for the next episode, and leave a like and subscribe for more NHL 19 franchise mode. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and goodbye.